Hello, hello. Alright, we are finally back on to some game dev stuff. I haven't streamed any game dev or Unity stuff for... when was the last one? Maybe a couple of weeks ago? Something like that. But I have still been busy. I've been creating more assets for our Endless Runner. So if I transition across here, shows you some of the assets that we've been building. Just various bits of furniture and walls and doors and stuff like that. That hopefully are going to help flesh out the game. And what we're going to do today is we're going to start importing some of these into the game and also start to think about how we really want the game to run. Like a bit more on the mechanics, a bit more figuring out how it's going to work. So, with that in mind, we're going to jump back into Unity and we're going to export these slowly when we get to a point where we think we have an idea for them. So I'm just going to close this for the moment. And this is our new forest model that we're going to have in our game. At the moment, wait, what's it? It's Q to go down, isn't it? At the moment, the scale's a bit off, so we need to figure that out. We have been using Mixamo again. Let me just log in with that one. So we're going to have to figure out again the best way to animate our Boris character. So we've got all the different animation options. Quite happy with how he's come out. I think it's obviously him, but not like I didn't have to spend absolutely ages figuring out how to make him. And some of these animations are obviously going to look a bit weirder than the others, but. But figuring out which ones we want to use and tying them all together, that's going to be a fun part of it. But we'll save all of that bit for another time. What we're probably going to look at today is which one is this model? Is this called model? Just called running, isn't it? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to hide this. No. I have forgotten how to use Unity entirely. This is going to be a good test. That's where we can turn off, right? So where we got to with our actual game design though was this fairly basic. So this model here is one of Mixamo's own standard models. All the coins and all the drinks and all that kind of stuff. We haven't done the cake yet actually. We need to still model that. And all the walls are just like blocks in Unity. There's nothing special about them. So they're all going to get replaced with some of those models that we have in Blender. And I think the randomness of the coin placement, I think we need to tidy up. I think it makes more sense to have them in lines rather than just like randomly placed and all that kind of stuff. And obviously we'll get rid of all of our cheering guys here. They're all slightly different. Hi Shid, how's it going? Finally back to some Unity. It's been a while. I'm gonna have to remember how all the menus work and all that kind of stuff. It's 8 AM and you're sleepy. Wait, are you still up at 8 AM? It's 2:50 for me. Wow, that's pretty impressive. I'm not surprised it's sleepy. It's going to be a lot of figuring out. Did wake up at like 2 or 3. But yeah. Trying to sort out your sleep schedule again. I'm terrible with that. It's like, what? Yeah, 2:50 PM. I've probably been awake about 2 hours so far today. Because, yeah, I went to sleep at like 6. I need to try and get back into a bit more of a normal pattern. So, in terms of all the controllers and the scripts, we've got a load of scripts here that I need to remember how we're doing things. And I have been watching, there's a lot of other good tutorials that we've been looking at. So there's a whole load of changes that I want to do to all the code, but I don't want to get too caught up in all of that. So what do we want to focus on today? I think it's going to be worthwhile to just like sit down and figure out more around the mechanics of these early levels of what we want to do. I mean, it's still quite useful. And also, the thing I've found with programming is like, yeah, if you don't do it for a little while, you do forget how to do quite a lot of things, but you'll pick it up very quickly again when you go back into it. And also, if you've done any kind of programming at all, picking up a new language and stuff like that is so much easier. It's just the first iteration of like learning how to do things. That's normally the difficult bit. I mean, obviously there's loads of other, like, there's loads of new things you can learn. But it's just it's the Googling skills really that are the core learning experience that you need to take between different languages. Right, so what's going to be the best way to figure out what we can do here? I think what I'm going to do is plug in... Got a crappy little... what are these called? It's not a touchpad, it's a graphics tablet. That's what it's called. And we're going to use Leonardo, which is this software here. Nope. Leonardo didn't shut down properly. Let's see, what do we have? Not that one. Let's do a new one. Right. Do we have a working pen? Maybe not. See if we allow that. It looks like it detects it. Yeah, device is connected. Maybe it's just the pen. Oh, there we go. Okay. Nope. Okay. Looks like we might have an option here. Okay, so what do we want to do? We want to have... Now, please excuse these, it's going to be really rubbish drawings. I haven't used this tablet for ages. So we've got our little character. And as we progress, we're going to have obstacles in the way. So we've got like some sofas and stuff like that. It's going to look anything like a sofa. It's close enough. We're going to want to make some coin trails, which can help like guide you on left or right, or to jump over obstacles. So how do I zoom out? That will do. And move around like this. Okay. Okay, so some of the coin trails, let's say we've got like smaller objects to jump over. We're going to have coin trails going over the top. And we're going to have to figure out how to do that in our spawner. Some of the coin trails will just be head on. You've got like maybe a filing cabinet or something like that. And it will just be coins going off to one side of it or the other side of it to show you to like, or to encourage you to dodge it. And then what's going to be the mechanic of can we not zoom out anymore? Okay, that's fine. We'll go down here then. So what I want to have is hiding behind some of these objects that you've got to avoid. So let's say that this is the filing cabinet this time. We'll have one of our corporate characters. These are the guys with this model, one of the enemies. And as you get close to them, they're going to have an animation to just pop out from one side with their party supplies. So it's going to be our slice of cake or something like that. And if you get hit with them, I suppose also with like the sofas, you can have one of them crouched underneath. So like crouch to the side, and they pop out with their slice of cake. Or they can just, if you're jumping over, you can just put a hand up with the slice of cake. I don't know how I'm going to do that. I don't know anything about animations, but we'll have to figure that out. And then, oh yeah, I should really change the colours, shouldn't I? Doesn't matter. I'll just do it in black and white at the moment. And then we need an animation for our character eating the cake. Which I think is going to cause us to stop as soon as we land. So if we're jumping, we stop and eat the cake. That'll do. And that will slow us down, and our score will be based on our speed. That's what we want to do. Now, what else do we want to do? Oh yeah, the other thing was having doors. So, along the sides, it's like here. What we might do is we might have... Oh, this is terrible. Right. Let's get a better hold on this pen. They're just doors built into the side of the walls that will open out inwards. And we'll have our guy standing behind this and pop out with our cake. I'm not sure if we'll say big brain just yet. There's going to be a lot of challenges with some of these animations that are going to be interesting to do. But that's the main thing we're highlighting here is the whole like party gate. Okay, so what's our checklist here? I do think I did have I had a Trello board. See if I can find it. No, not that one. Recent. Endless Runner. Let's get that out of the way. Right, so yeah, we still need to do the UIs. We still need to do a lot of this stuff. We've got some assets in progress. We've got some characters in progress. Sound effects we're going to come back to. We did some Dead by Daylight yesterday. Going to try and get back into streaming that a bit more regularly. Go back to the 2 streams a week on that. So we'll do another Dead by Daylight session tomorrow with the Shrine reset. And then this evening I'm probably going to do... I think we're going to do another Cuphead stream with the idea to try and get as many of the unlocked achievements remaining done. I'm not sure we're going to do all S ranks for Cuphead. I think that's going to take too long. But other than that, bit of Minecraft, bit of League of Legends, that kind of stuff. How about you, Shid? What have you been doing? You been playing some games? Right, so add a card here. This is going to be Queen Trails. And that is a... Oh, right, how do I do this? So you just hop it over. Okay. Not a bug, not an asset, not scripting. That might be scripting actually. Let's do scripting and mechanic. You've been playing some cat games. Right. Figuring out some of these other ones. Have you been playing any of the Dead by Daylight MMR tests? Should. I found some of those tests were horrendous. But hopefully they're coming up with a better system. Right, so what do we want to do with these? I think what we're going to do is we're going to have a game manager and different ground spawners. So let's go back to this. We're gonna have a little think of how we're gonna figure this out. Let's get rid of these extra dots that we don't need. To be honest, I should be drawing these when I'm fully zoomed in, and then I'll be able to see more on the screen. Can I resize this? Oh wait, I can zoom out. No, I can't. adjust, transform. There we go, that's what we wanted. Right. Now, is that going to look okay? Done. Nice. That's better than it was. We can zoom out this far now. We might have to redraw them, but that's fine. Cool. What do we want? We want our line to be a lot smaller. Right, what we're going to do then is... Oh, have we turned our pen off? Yeah, we did. Okay. I suppose we want to reset our view. Yeah. Right, so we have our game manager. God, it's really difficult to write with these kind of tablets. That is horrendous. Close enough. Right, so we're going to start with, we have a tile spawner. And this starts on, let's just call them starting tiles. And then that goes on to, level tiles, and that should be level 1 is going to be our office assets, and then level 2 is going to be, oh, let's do that, it's going to be our, let's say it's our number 10 assets. God. It's terrible writing on this tablet. And level 3 is our Parliament assets. So depending on where we've got to, that should determine what the tile spawner, which assets the tile spawner uses. I think maybe we could do like, let's do another list. Let's call this like a ideas board. Yeah, we'll just call this ideas. I'll put this at the front here. And anything that we're not confirming yet. I mean, physics, I suppose, is in progress. Coffee is an option. So this could be Power up. Speed up. Let's call this a permanent speed up. Permanent. Maybe that's how you spell permanent. Permanent. There we go. Okay. And that's going to be an asset and a mechanic. And then cake is going to be like a sugar rush. Maybe a sugar rush mechanic. So eating cake temporarily speeds you up. Then you crash slower than before. Let's do short term speed up. So this is going to be a mechanic, and that's going to be scripting. And maybe we were talking about weight gain. Use the cake. And this is going to be maybe it's something that over time you can shed. So if, well, gain weight when eating cake, slows you and limits max jump height. Also increases hitbox size, making it harder to avoid obstacles. If I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, Lombi's currently all good and healthy. There was I did have a couple of days in bed. That's why I stopped streaming a couple of weeks ago. And it's just taken me a little while to get back into a routine. But I hope you're not feeling too bad. If player avoids obstacles for a certain amount of time, then weight can reduce. Let's call that mechanic. One of those annoying ones where you can't breathe. Just like laboured breathing. I hope it's not too intense. And I hope it passes soon. Yeah. I get that quite well. I used to get that quite severely with hay fever, which we're probably coming into hay fever season now. I think since I've moved to London, the pollen count's not been too bad for me. Yeah, it's horrible when you're all blocked up and you can't breathe properly. I think we want all of these in. The upgrade menu we can wait. These ones definitely. Coin trails we need to bring in. Power-ups as an idea. Have we got anything in here? No, we can just put that back into ideas. Score is in progress. We need these. And we need a cake. Now what I'm wondering is if it's worth just starting a new project in Unity. I think most of this is going to be... I'm going to need to tweak a lot of this stuff. And like most of this we don't need anymore. I haven't done any notes. Might have to do some models of those. What do I want to do with these? Let's get rid of these, because we don't want these on there. We animate Arboris? I can't remember. Yeah. Thing is, we can copy this stuff across quite easily, right? I think. Cool, I hope I'm not going to have to figure out how all this stuff works with the animations. Actually, that's probably something to check. Have we got an eating animation? Eat animation? Where are we getting eat out of these? That's such a good animation. I forgot to turn on my timer as well. Stream elements. Let's just turn those two on. That should be alright. No, none of these. I'm looking for an animation for either eating or drinking, that kind of like hand-to-mouth animation. I'm hoping there's one already that I can use. It doesn't have to be too accurate, but something close would be quite useful. Maybe there's a drink animation instead. That's okay. I think it's probably going to be a bit off, isn't it? Oh, it's not too bad actually. We do the arm space in a little bit, and we start later in the animation. See what we get on that. A little bit earlier. It's not too bad. Great animations here. Yeah, I think this one, about 20 frames in. Up the intensity, see what that does. No, not sure I want that. Maybe something a little bit. And we'll do it faster animation. maybe a lot faster. Right, we don't need all that dead space at the end of the animation. It's almost it. Let's do another couple of frames either side. That actually looks alright. Let's add a little bit of arm space. No, a little bit less arm space. Trying to get it so that the arm lines up. Oh, that's hidden behind the body now. Oh, so annoying. Not quite. It's Boris. Can we get it so his arm doesn't sit inside his body? Not really. Might need to edit the model a little bit so that the arms are a bit further forward. Yeah, I think that might be it. Let's get edit mode. No. Let's do this. Maybe let's bring in a little bit of this front. Nope. How are we going to get this? Right, what are we doing? How are we doing the height for this as well? I suppose that's the right scale for the items here. So let's get a new, let's save this, let's get a new export of our model. Selected objects, copy. No camera, no, that. Mayo? As in mayonnaise? Or is that something else? Yeah, quite like mayo. Like tuna mayo for like paninis and that kind of stuff. Or I like the Belgian idea of having mayo with your chips or fries, depending on if you're American. How about you? And also, it's not too difficult to make at home. Let's call this new Bojo. We'll upload our new character. Oh, I forgot Blender. Blender covers over the top, doesn't it? Unity. Hide Blender. Nice on a sandwich. Yeah, turkey mayo is good. Yeah, I think mayo goes quite well in lots of sandwiches and that kind of stuff. Right, next. Set our chin. Let's not just... And then... wrists. Elbows. Knees. And groin. About there. Let's just double check these. Go halfway here, halfway here. That all looks okay. Standard skeleton. Yep. Let's see how this... Yeah, it's really nice. It's yeah, it's like a... I think it's either a Belgian or a Dutch thing originally. But yeah, instead of like ketchup and stuff like that, mayo works quite well with fries. Where is our model? Oh, why is he all the way over there? Oh, because he's not on 0, 0. Let me... Oh, is that going to be annoying? I think I might need to move him. Just check 0, 0. And let's re-export. Copy that OJ, export. And then we'll go back and again. I'll take this new one. No? Let's restart. Upload character. I think we confused it a little bit by going back and forward. I think we got an issue here. Try and restart again. Oh wait, that's only 5 kilobytes. That can't be right. That export wasn't correct. Oh, did we not have him selected? That might be why. Export, selected objects, copy, Bojo, export, overwrite. That's fine. Yeah, that looks better. My accent isn't very strong. Yeah, so grew up near, well, basically been around London most of my life. Grew up about an hour north of London and moved here maybe like 10 years ago, something like that. Yeah, about 10 years ago. Had 4 years in Bristol, where my accent could have got a Bristol twang, but I don't think I picked any of that up. I'm not sure if that's a lucky thing or an unlucky thing. Alright, let's just double check on these. I think let's go there. Let's put you there. You. Bristol's a city near you. You're like an hour away from Chicago. Ah, so that's going to be a different Bristol. I'm sure there's still an accent. I'd say, like, even though I don't have a strong accent, I've still got a South London, no, not South London, South England kind of accent. So I'm guessing there's going to be words that have like a Chicago kind of vibe to your accent. But I might be wrong. Here we go, right. That's better. Right, now, if we get you drinking... Yeah, that's better. Arms outside the body. Can we bring this in a little bit so that it lines up to the face? I think that's close enough. Alright, 85. Oh yeah. The southern accent's definitely got a strong twang to it, hasn't it? But yeah, I guess Right, I think we were 20 to 80, something like that. Okay, we don't need as much on the end there. 70. I suppose if we're... we want to drop intensity. I think that'll do. You thought you'd walked onto a movie set. Oh wait, have we ruined our... Oh, I think we've ruined our suit. I mean, it doesn't look like it, but maybe... Yeah, there's some overlap there, isn't there? Oh. God, I always find it so difficult to see these. There must be a better way of doing this. Let's hide those assets there. I know what's the easiest way. Let's undo that. Click off. Select the tie. We can hide that. We'll hide his face. Nope. Hide that. Hide the eyes. Hide. 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 Don't know what these bits are. Actually, I suppose we can just get rid of some of these, right? Let's delete that. That's seeds. Right, what we want to do is look at this lapel bit. That actually looks okay, I think. It's a bit messed up here. I think what we want is this. Yeah, we've got some weird geometry going on here. Let's just, we hide everything else. Can we select that and hide that? Right, how is this geometry working? This will be because I use this decimate modifier, so it gets rid of a load of faces. But I think we've ended up with some geometry that doesn't really work. Just move some of this around to try and straighten up a little bit. Right, so that goes down here. The And yeah, that shouldn't go to that one, I don't think. Unless these two should be further back, shouldn't they? There we go, that fixes that geometry. And then we have to move all of it just to line it up again. Let's just double check at the bottom here. No, it's just looking at the right angles of things. God, I'd hate to have to do this years ago before like most of the programs do everything for you now. You used to have to calculate like where in space you wanted all of these points. Right, that looks a bit better. Okay, now if we unhide the rest of this model with Alt H. Right, that's going to be a little bit better now. Let's tidy this up a little bit. Yeah, that... I mean, people used to do that, which is insane to me. Especially on, like, old movies. I think games, basically, people were like, look, I don't have time to do all this. I'm just going to make a low count models and stuff like that. It's a lot easier. Right, why does it tidy? I think we need to tidy up a lot of this. Let's select all of that. No. Let's do that. Hide that now. I think the face is fine. Let's get rid of all of this stuff. Could I have it so I can see all of it? Oof, yeah. I think, well, you used to have to all be sat in the same room. That's how you did it. But even that is just an absolute nightmare. Right, let's go for... See, the tie is messed up as well. I think also the suit. Let's hide that for the moment. Right, shirt. Let's start with the shirt. Because yeah, this isn't right. See, what I'm looking for here is, you can kind of see it here, that the white face of the shirt is on the back plane here. So I don't know if you can tell that. Like, no, I don't think so. I think the 2D ones would have still been mostly done as 2D. To be honest, I don't know too much, so take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. But anything like, what were the first ones that went into 3D? Probably ones like Mario 64, Super Mario 64 and stuff like that. That would have been an absolute nightmare to code. Before you had any tools helping you out. Right, yeah, so this one, what we've got here As you can see this point where this front face here cuts in behind, and now it becomes this face here at the back. So that's why we're getting this weird like cut into the shirt. So I think if I select these points here, which is just that one and that one, and if we shift those forward, does that correct things? A little bit. It's not too correct there though. We've still got a switch over, which I think is these two. That's better. So now it's more of like a solid object. And then maybe these. Right, and then we've got to look at the tie. So actually, let's hide our shirt for a little bit. So we've got this weird overlap happening here as well. Yeah. God, I can't imagine working on some of those. It would have been so horrendous to do. Right, so what is going on here? We've got our front face here, so this line here is going back towards the back of the tie. So I think really we just take this line and we scoot this forward. That should fix all the geometry there. There's still something weird going on down at the bottom of this tie. Let's focus on here. God, it's really weird looking at this when it's not correct. I think we want this vertex to go backwards. That's a bit better. Okay, now we're just looking at the bottom. Why is that? There we go, that looks a lot better. Right, are there any other ones broken? Let's have a quick look at the hands. That looks a little bit, but it's not too bad. There's a little bit of overlap there, but that's okay. You won't really see this kind of detail when you get to it, but it's just good for the animations. Yep, those are fine. See the trousers. They look fine. Shoes. Yeah, nothing looks out of place there. Cool, okay. Right, let's unhide the rest of the model. We'll deselect things there. Right, and now select all of that model. No gaps, no weird bits of overlap. Maybe the tie can come forward a little bit, actually. So what we want is we want this base at the bottom. And we want to bring that forward, but we want to bring the rest of the tie with it as well. No. That base there. And now that might be a little bit too far forward because I think it's jutting out the front of the suit there. It's GY, we'll go a lot smaller. Oh, we're still jutting out a little bit there. Guys, hard to get the right view. I think we want this vertex. There we go. Right, one last thing. I think what I want to do is select some of these. Oh, we've got that corner there, it's poking out. Is it the same on this side? It's pretty close. Let's give it a little bit more space. Right, okay, let's leave it at that. That, I think, is good enough. So, we're going to export a new version of that. I'm going to rename that one. And then we're going to upload our new character. No, not this way. This way. Right, next, I'm going to have to realign all of this. Just make sure that chin's correct. Wrists. I think the more accurate I get this, the better the model's going to operate. So let's spend a little time getting these right. Alright for that one. Alright, let's see how this one comes out. What I didn't like before is we had the bit of the suit here was inverted, so you've got like this dark patch around. See how this one comes out. So 40, 85, 47, 20 to 70. So hopefully that's okay. How is it? Oh, perfect. Keeps the same. Yeah, that's good enough. You're going to see this from this kind of angle anyway, from above behind him. So it doesn't have to be too accurate. Right, let's download that. So, what is the plan? Do I want to restart? I do a new project. I think this project was good because it taught me a lot of the tutorial stuff. But I think I might just do a new project for this actual version. How long is it going to take to redo everything? I don't think it's going to take too long. And then we'll follow some better tutorials in terms of the scripting side of things. Because at the moment it's just a bit messy, all the code that I've got. Yeah, there's a lot more to improve on that. And it might be starting with a fresh project might make it easier to work with. I'm not sure. I'm putting it off because I can't be bothered to do. So I think maybe while I'm putting this all off, let's have a look at. Let's see if I can find some good tutorials for this that I'm gonna follow along with tomorrow. Let's say that. So I can bring this back into here. So this BMO channel, I've been watching some of his videos. I think they're really useful for he's got some really good Unity tutorials. So showing like some very simple tutorials which are really useful, which I think we will start looking at tomorrow. So okay, let's so that's going to be those point trails, spawning obstacles. What I suppose we can do the coffee and cake assets now, and then we'll come back to Unity stuff tomorrow. Let's save that for the moment. And we'll put this off to one side. And we don't need that. We want our blender. Right, okay. So our forest model we can move across. Like over here. I suppose the coffee isn't too different to this. So let's duplicate this. instead of our beer. Where is this in here? So rename this coffee. And I think all we need to do is just change the colours, right? Why are we not looking at our item? There we go. So I think rather than this is still going to be... Oh no. We got a weird... Well, we have a spare vertex out here. Oh no, is that just our center point? That is our center point. Okay. Let's do this. Set origin, which I think we need to do in object mode. Yeah. Set origin to geometry. That's better. So I'm assuming that's the same here. Yeah. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Let's just double check these are all aligned correctly. They're fine. We've got to the end of our playlist as well. Let's go for some lo-fi music. Okay, now we can play around with some of these. That looks alright. Okay, what kind of coffee cup do we want to do? No poly coffee cup. So we're looking at probably something like this, or... Oh, no. So used to moving things around by clicking and dragging. We don't want to go too deep into it, so... Yeah, I think we do an extra band around it with a flatter lid. I'm going to use that as a reference. Might just do a new... Yeah, let's just start a fresh object. We can start at the origin. Right, move this up. And actually, it would make more sense for it to be a cylinder. Let's drop this down to something like 16. No, you can go way less than that. Something like that, it looks fine. Oh no, we don't scale it here. We go into edit mode and then we scale it. Right, move this up. Let's look side on. So we want to take this bottom face and shrink it down. And we'll take the top and shrink it down a little bit. And we'll move it down. And what we'll do a couple of circular cuts here. We'll take this bottom one. Move it up a little bit. No, up. that way. There we go. We'll take this top face. I think we'll shrink it a little bit more. No. How are we going to do this? We don't want to do it proportionally. We do want to do it proportionally. Right, let's get rid of those cuts. This is what I want, yeah. So actually I want it a bit taller. Changed my mind. And then what we'll do is we'll take these faces. No, face select. Take these faces and extrude. Undo that. We don't want those extra faces. We want to extrude faces along normals. There we go. And then we want a new face along the top here. Do like that. We'll scale it out. And then we'll extrude another face. And we'll scale it out again. I think we want something like this. Let's get it out. Move it down. Is this what we want? That's not what we want. That's because we've got the other lot selected. Move that. And then we're insetting a few faces in here because we have like a bit of a tiered system on top of here. And we're going to take this face and we're going to set up, get our rim. And then we're going to take the front face. We're going to do a little bit of proportional editing and shift that one up to give this lip. I think we want to do maybe like this instead. That I think is almost good enough. Yeah, so let's do some shading. So we're going to shrink this down to 0. No, on this side. AS0. Oh yeah, I just realised I don't have the... What was the one that shows key presses? I think it's an add-on, isn't it? Blender, show keystrokes. Screencast. No, why is that not showing up? Just have a quick look on this. Oh, I need to install add-ons, screencast keys, install. There we go, okay. Now here, screencast keys. Does that work? Nope. Nope. Okay, I'll figure that out next time. Don't really need that now. Okay, so we take all of this. No, not all of this. We just want the one object. There we go. Right, what's our model look like? It's mostly white. Do like a slight off-white. And then we're going to take all of these faces. We can take the edges around it, so we do Control Plus. And what we can do like a dark browny colour. Maybe something like that. And actually what we can do is shrink that in a little bit. That looks a bit better. And then our coffee cup, the lid. Oh, didn't mean that. One more face there. And what can we do? Maybe a dark black colour? How's that look? I could see that being a coffee cup. Maybe if we take this base and just inset a little bit up. Actually, before we do that, I'm going to shrink this down a little bit more. Give a bit more of an angle on it. I think that'll do. Right, out of edit mode, we'll move this across to here. Now we'll zoom in on it. So obviously the size needs to be a lot smaller. So around that. That looks about right compared to the pint glass. Nice, okay. And then the only other thing to look at is low poly cake. So what we want to do is probably something like a chocolate slice like this. We're not looking for too much detail. Like a lot of these are a bit overboard. Or maybe something like this. I think we might want a slice and also a full cake. as two separate models. So maybe something like this. Which I wonder if it's going to be easier just to make a full cake and then you can cut a slice out of it. That might that might be an option. Or actually no, I'll make one slice and then I'll duplicate it around in a circle. I don't know. I'll do one or the other. Right, so let's add in. Because if we do a cylinder, we can just make the cake. I mean, we're going to need a plate for it anyway, so let's start with this. Let's go into layout so we're not distracted too much by this. Shrink this way down. And then we're going to add, not plane, let's just add a cube. Right, what's going to be the best way to do this? I think what we want, to start with, this can go down. Probably that kind of height. It's not a bad shape so far. I think it would make more sense though if those are on the XY axis a bit more. So let's just take the whole shape. We'll look from the top and we'll rotate it. Okay, and then we're going to ring cut it a couple of times. And let's move this line up a little bit. And then we'll need another face on top for... Actually, let's take all of this. And we're going to duplicate it. And then we're going to scale it up just a little bit. And then we're going to extrude along the normals. So this is going to be like our icing layer on top. If we can get these two faces, shift them up a bit. That's a little bit too uniform. And also, what do we need on top? I mean, the standard thing is a cherry, isn't it? So what we can do is we can add in a new circle. No, not circle. Sphere, that's what we want. Just make it so it's not so uniform. Let's put it like there. And we can extrude one face up. Really small. Oh no, let's shrink that first. And then extrude up. Oh wait, we've got some extra faces there, haven't we? I think what we want to do. Are there loads of extra vertices there? Let's see, we move this. No, okay. So we want to select around here, which we can't do, so let's just select them manually. And we want these to shrink in. And then we'll do some random point movement. Just to deform it a little bit. We'll do the same on the side of our cake here. So I think what we want to do is ring cut. Not really that way. Can we do it? No, we can't do it across. Maybe we've got to do two of these then. Just give it a bit of deformity. Make it not look so exact. It's looking a bit better. Right, and then we're going to take this object, and we can select it, there we go. And we're going to shrink it a little bit this way. So this is going to be the plate. And that might be alright actually. So we'll go to the shading, we'll add in our texture. And can we zoom in on this? Yeah. And we're gonna bring that all to 0, so we've got a starting point. And we're gonna make this chocolatey. Right, the plate is gonna be Steve faces. Select this. We can do a white plate. Then the icing is going to be a darker chocolate colour. cherry obviously has to be red. We'll get a couple of these top faces here to be not red for the stem. Maybe something like that. And then we can have a layer of cream around this side. Let's actually just shrink that a little bit on the X. Let's not do it like that. Oh no, not that. We're going to do G. We'll go like a lighter brown. I mean, I think that's okay. The only thing we could do is do like dribbles of chocolate. And we could bevel some edges to make it a little bit more. Let's do that. Let's bevel these edges. So we do, actually we do face select that and then we'll swap. Bevel in. Now what do we have here? Have we got double dot layers? We do. I've got some extra faces here that I didn't need. Right. Oh, that's going to be the internal. Right, okay. Okay, we can bevel this. And then we'll select these. Select this face. And we'll sink it down. And then this is the cake face. So again, that can shift down. We need these faces too. Oh, this face, this one, and this one. There we go. That looks a bit better. And I think potentially what we're going to do is find this face here. Can we ring cut into it? No, not really. Insert or subdivide. Subdivide would be good. So then if we shrink, how are we going to do this? I don't think this is going to work, is it? Let's not do that. We can just add in a new object. I know this is probably not the best way to do this, but I don't know enough about Blender to do optimum ways. Right, so we're gonna keep in this, select that, shrink it down. Here, we're gonna shrink that to 0, and we're gonna move it to match the dark chocolate. And shade smooth, maybe. Something like that. And we can just bevel this edge to give it a bit of a curve. Why is that affecting those? Oh, because I had some other lines selected. I think that might be alright, actually. I think the only thing I'll do is shrink it down a little bit. And then get just the plate and size that back up. But shrink it on the Z. It's a little bit too much, I think. Maybe it needs a dollop of cream. What's going to be the best way to do that? No, not extrude. I want to rotate it. Let's give it a slight blue. And then if we do a random, just take a few of these and inset them, resize them. Maybe we put the cherry in the cream. Shrink it down a little bit. Oh. Kind of. I think the position where it was, I think that's going to be better. And then we just want to scale this on the Y a little bit. How's that looking? I wonder if we do this. Subdivide face. Okay, I don't know why that's not subdividing that one, but this will do. And we'll take these three and move them this way. And we'll scale them. Oh, no. Wrong one. I don't get when subdivide face doesn't work. Don't know what I'm doing wrong. But what we'll do is we'll just pull this in. Right, I think we might go with that. Maybe, oh, not that. Maybe let's move this to a bit more of a silvery grey. Yeah, that's a bit better. Okay, let's move it with the rest of the objects. There's somewhere over there, I think. Probably something out of that. Why have we lost the rest of the office object? That's better. Alright, where's this one? It should be... okay. Right, filing, cabinet. Let's put that with the office collection. And then what's this one? This is the coffee. And then this one is our cake. What's this one? Oh, these are all of our tables and benches that we started mocking up. And desks and stuff like that. So I'll come back to those. Oh, didn't mean that. Right, quite happy with what we've got here. So if we go back to our thing here, we've got the copy assets done. So actually let's take off mechanic off of this. That's done. That's done. So we want a coffee. We'll put that in here. Save that. And this is mechanic. And that's to do. And then we've got Sugar Rush as a mechanic. That's fine. I suppose it's scripting as well, isn't it? Okay, let's save those. Let's restart this for our new version of Unity Hub. We're going to reopen. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And now what we're going to do is new project. New one here, and we're going to call this Party Gate. Now this is going to be the true test. Is how much of the tutorials do I remember, and how much am I going to have to rewatch? So it's not opening. Right, yeah. We're gonna have to figure out some animations here as well. Right, I think that's looping around now, right? I think instead of that, we'll just go for individual ones, because then we can tweak them. Could do like stages of drunkenness. That could be a thing. Because we've got all the different alcohols in our models. Right. I'm gonna have to remember how to do everything. I think we might save this for tomorrow. Figuring out how to do everything again. Right, let's have a little think. So we've got a coffee mechanic, a sugar rush mechanic, a weight gain mechanic, and we're going to need a drunkenness. Yeah, we'll call it that. So this is going to be scripting mechanic. Stages are drunkenness. So first level will be delayed input. Let's not do what levels they are. So we're going to have delay on input. We're going to have inverted inputs. Slowed / stumbling. And stopped completely. Sitting to recover. Maybe. We'll have a play around with those. We'll see what we get with those. Let's close Unity because we're probably not going to come back to that. Right, so really, all of these are going to need to be redone. Because we're going to do our new game. I wonder if I can copy some bits across to this. Can I have both projects open at the same time? It looks like I can. Right, okay, that's good. So let's just start adding in some of these bits. Let's have our player. So create empty. It's our player object. And we're going to capture actually no, we're going to do a capture collider on this. Where are we downloading these two? Oh, they're probably going to downloads, aren't they? Yep. No, we want use external materials. Apply. Go on this one. We want this one. And actually, I think we want the idle animation. So let's get rid of that for the moment. Let's get just idle. We could have him sitting to start with. Yes, because people still like that. Now, if we just trim all the start of that, we probably want to mirror it. Let's speed that up a little bit. Why has it not got the materials properly? Get rid of that then. Should do. We don't want that. We want it in assets. How do I go back to no animation? I might have to re-upload. Let's try this a second. Blender, Mojo. Hopefully this will just give me an idle model with the skin. I think we'll use that to start our character off. Yep, that looks good. Oh no. Okay, we're just gonna have to find a good idle start with. Let's go with this. Right, with skin, binary, that's fine. Download. Then in here, we bring in idle. See, it's got the material now. This doesn't have the material. So I think we want a new folder. And we're going to call this animations. And actually, I think we want a new folder entirely and just called Boris. We're going to have the Boris animations in here. And that's going to go in there. We have to duplicate it, don't we? And this is going to be sitting, drinking. Let's call it drinking like this. And then we take our Bojo model. There we go. Right, 0, 0, 0. We're going to delete that. And this is going to be in our player. Right, we can duplicate that. This is going to be called idle, and that's going to go in our animations file. And we'll keep the naming convention the same, so lowercase I. Right, then on our main camera, I think we can keep the skybox, that's fine. Or we could just do this. Everything, perspective. So all I'm doing now is I'm looking at my old model, the old project. I'm just double checking settings. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this to create our camera follow script. Camera follow. I'm going to have a scripts folder. And this is just going to be identical to the old one. We don't want these yet, that's fine. I don't think we want any of this stuff. That's not used. Oh, it is used. Just looked grayed out to me, that's fine. Right, no, no. Hold on camera, no, no. Let's save that. Oh no, I didn't want to do that. Why was I on sitting drinking? Let's delete that for the moment. Let's re-add idle. Can I just re-add that material? Wherever it is. Right, that might be how we do it. Do this. Do this. There we go. Right, we can get rid of that. We can get rid of that. And there's our material. Good. Does it need to be in here? Is that where it's coming from? Might be. Yeah, it is. So this is our we're going to use this for more than just this one, though. I think we can just call this color palette. How do you spell palette? One L, two T's. Can I move that into there? Can I move that into there? What if I delete? Can I delete that out of this? No. Doesn't look like a... Okay. So this is going to be level... Let's call this runner. Okay, we're gonna have to remake our player. Oh, is this just making a new... Okay, so it didn't rename the scene, it just made a new scene. That's a bit annoying. Have we still got the script? We do have the camera script. Okay. Let's add that to there. And I'll play it onto there. Okay, I think I might wrap up there. Fairly happy with what we've done. We've got a few new assets we made, which we will show off in a second. Right, so down here we've got our cake and our coffee. Those are new. I think that's it for the moment. These are some of our templates for what we're going to be using. We've got to skin up these to have some textures on, and we've had a little design. I mean, just an overall idea of what we want to do, and we tidied up our model a few bits, so we now have a little bit of a nicer model here, ready for some like idle states and some running and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, we're going to leave it there. Thanks for everyone who's stopped by. I hope it's been interesting. We are going to be back a bit later with some Cuphead. I'm going to try and finish off the rest of the achievements in Steam. Yeah, hope it's been interesting. And thanks everyone for dropping by. See you next time.